still there?
Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Doubling back on you, I had to refocus. If I were you, to be honest, I wouldn't approach us. Out in the world, ready. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Come to the hood, I give you a...
Green.
Good shot.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yes,
Love it.
okay.
Yep.
Power's carrying both of you.
Hey, that's fine. We playing as a team, Alexis.
Yep.
Stay off my back.
You got it? Oh, I'm going.
Get dunked on again. Oh. I tried it. That's all right. That's all right. Got a little overzealous there.
No, you're fine.
Boy, the Thunder looking like they're not messing around tonight. They had a little bit of an edge to them as they got off the bus earlier. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Cason Wallace out there with Lou Dort. And it's Williams in at the small forward. And for the Bulls, Devin Booker out there with Shepard. Then it's Washington, then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Davis in at the 4-man position. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
They get it back. It's good.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Here's Towns. Nice assist, a nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Wallace. And the three-pointer goes.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
We'll go now to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Billy Donovan. Allie.
We're talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
And Allie, thanks. Pass to Booker. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Holmgren. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Davis, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
That free throw good from Davis.
Quite simply, AD is one of the most impactful players in the league. Can take over a game on both ends.
Here's Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss. Chicago with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. And yep, it's good.
A sliver of room. That's all he needed to get to the bucket. Nice aggressive move, slipping and sliding his way through.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
And they swept the team last season, got the upper hand, and sustained the momentum.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And here we have last season's best free throw shooting team. Fourth, the Thunder.
Yeah, knocking down free throws was a real specialty for them last year.
And it's Dort with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 5. Here's Shepard. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Knocked away. Stolen by Booker. And there's Shepard. That one's good on the assist from Booker. Shepard's got his third basket on the night right there. Thunder trail by 10. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Shepard. The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
For the Thunder, Williams.
Outside, Williams. Over Towns. Misses off the left iron.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. For the Thunder, Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams. Joe comes in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Wallace. Oklahoma City's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Yeah, Devin Booker shiftiness gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line here. All right, Doris, now that we have an adequate sample size to look back on, what do you think of the NBA Cup?
I thought it was a great move by the league. Obviously, this was something inspired by the soccer leagues around the world. What I love the most is it raised the competitiveness of the early season games. And I'll tell you what, those courts, some of them were quite intriguing. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Caruso, the pass to Joe. Wiggins from long range. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Chicago leading by 11.
2 minutes.
Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Holmgren over Towns, and it's Holmgren missing.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
That one falls.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Pass to Holmgren. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Washington right side. Jacks up a 3. Caruso grabs the board. Thunder trail by 13. Here's Joe. From outside, off the mark. Chicago has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Washington. Oh, rejected by Wiggins. And he gets it back. Yep, that one goes.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Williams. Wide open. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Davis, and he converts the layup. Davis has got 7 points in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And a fast break now for the Bulls. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. The Oklahoma City's ball.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Williams from long range. And so it's the Chicago... Bulls looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. In it forward, it's Jordan Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Williams in the post. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Dort's shot is good.
Nice job by Lou Dort to make his way to the corner and then make the shot.
Here's Gabriel. And the layup is good off the glass. Gabriel's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Shepard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal
It's
foul.
on Cason Wallace.
Yeah, when I watch Reed Shepard play, I'm sometimes reminded of John Stockton. The type of handle and the way he goes to the cup. Quicker and more athletic than he appears. You know, I know that's big shoes to fill, but I just like the similarities and the intensity.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
This guy is as strong as they come. Lou Dort is a menace on the window.
Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Thunder trail by 20. And Dort is such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Vanderbilt, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Wallace's shot is good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Bulls leading by 16. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Drains the triple. Monk's got his second basket of the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Shepard. 10 points for him. That one drops 4. Sheboy's gotten his first basket of the night.
And Shepard is an unselfish guard. He's fantastic at moving the ball and setting up his teammates.
Wallace misses.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Gabriel, and Chicago again with a bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Thunder trail by 20. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Shepard, and he banks it home with one hand.
This is why Shepard is in this league, because of his ability to take over games with his scoring.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren comes in for Williams. Wiggins, he's checked in for Joe. And it's Alex Caruso in for Wallace. Now here's Holmgren coming off a 28-point game against Denver.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And it's the Thunder with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Caruso with it. No points yet. To the wing, right side. And it's Holmgren missing.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And it's Monk missing. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. They host the Hawks after this one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Yes, it's good.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Here's Gabriel. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Gabriel's got 8 points.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's Shepard. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
Yeah, Shepard's so creative with the ball. He confuses the defenders.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First one falls for him.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:04 left in the second quarter. The offensive rebound. Vanderbilt, soft touch off the glass.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Dort outside. Monk with a steal. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for Chicago, Oscar Tshiebwe. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
He drops it from range. Shepard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, Shepard can really spin it from distance, and he doesn't need a lot of room to launch it.
The rebound by Wiggins. Pass to Caruso. Here's Williams. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Chicago Bulls cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They looked out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Chicago has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. We've got Jared Vanderbilt. Shepard is out there with Malik Monk. And it's Gabriel in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And hook it for Vanderbilt.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Shepard. Monk for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Monk's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Knocks it loose.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down. I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Chalk up 2 there.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Dort, left side. Wallace, outside. Knocks it down from distance. Wallace has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, wide open teammate, really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Well, OKC has a great track record with their draft picks, and it seems like they got another one in Cason Wallace.
Wallace was the 10th pick in 2023. He's going to give you great physical pressure defense on the perimeter, and then he's going to play to his strength offensively. OKC rarely misses with their draft picks, and they didn't on this guy. Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Shepherd. And he banks in the layup. Shepherd's got 19 points.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepherd, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
Williams against Monk. Wallace. And no good. The dry spell continues.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Williams. Joe's checked in for Dort. And it's Caruso in for Wallace. The Thunder have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Joe, the pass to Wiggins. The three from Holmgren. Oklahoma City gets it back.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
It's Monk on the wing. He shoots. And that one's off. Target from the wing. Monk's got 10 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Caruso. Blocked. And they recover it. Three-pointer. The rebound by Shepherd.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games where they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Second team foul.
All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far. Using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And so he makes both from the line. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, B.A., so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Shepard, 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Both good from the line that time. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Thunder. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Caruso. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Oklahoma City, #1.
Their defense led to offense, and no team was better at forcing miscues and capitalizing at the other end.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Monk, and he lays it up and in. Monk's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third-period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Lets it go from 11. The Thunder with the rebound. Joe with the ball, now guarded by Monk. Caruso misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Third personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Foul. At the line for the Bulls, Wenyen Gabriel taking 2 shots.
That one's off. He's off on the second. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, B.A., and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
And stolen by Holmgren. Joe misses.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy. That's pretty good defense. Wow.
It's Monk on the wing. And here's Shepard for 3. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Smith out there with Kenrich Williams. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Isaiah Joe. And it's Dosumu in at the small forward position. And it's Fox missing. Here are the Thunder with the ball. From deep, Mitchell drops in the three.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense, having another steal.
Yeah, he's been an absolute thief on the floor tonight, robbing them blind.
By the way, that swipe puts him tied for second all time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort for him. That's tipped. Pass to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Lets it fly. Second chance effort. Davis. That's good.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Smith passes to Mitchell. Excellent D there from Davis.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
And here's Shepard for three. They get the rebound. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. On the wing, Mitchell fires for three. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now Joe. Pass to Smith. Dosunmu for three. Pure from three-point range. Dosunmu's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The three, and that's good. Shepard for three.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Dosunmu, the pass to Smith. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Maxey. The Bulls have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
I'm watching the lock. There, that'll be a backcourt violation.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic.
Tyler Hero's checked in for Maxey. Pass to Shepard. Now Hero. This one for three. Here's Davis. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
The Thunder have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Joe. They need this. Sends it home from three-point land.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Hero driving to the basket.
You're coming in at full speed. Hero was just too quick.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Yet another steal from him.
fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in the game.
He is so fast. He gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye, and the steal numbers are unreal. Ooh, poked away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Fox. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
And here comes the break. It's Hero on the take. And another dime for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort.
Now, you talk about player development. In a few short seasons, Hero became a true offensive weapon, someone who can hurt you in so many ways.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Bulls.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Reed Sheppard.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
And he knocks down the first one.
Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Here's Wiggins. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Hero outside. From the elbow. Good on the bucket.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready.
He swipes the ball away again.
A defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. He's actually tied the record for most steals in a game. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Count it.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at a...
Yet another steal from him.
He's stolen his way into the record books.
A new single-game high for steals.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And the stop and play, giving the home crowd a chance to cheer his incredible play.
And he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
What a night for this guy. An absolute menace with an historic steals number.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Reed Sheppard.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
And here are the Thunder now. Poke loose. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
And this be from Cash, not from YouTube.
Let's go. Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl when I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Okay, let's do it. Rock with me, baby. Ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it. I'm his favorite. I'm his favorite lady. Like, I got that so good that make him crazy. Yeah, I wanna give you love. Don't act crazy. Want you to be the one to give me my baby. Want you to be the one to give me my baby. Okay, let's do it. My ex wanna, but I'm off that. You wanna, but I'm off that. It's time to move on and get a new. Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl when I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Okay, let's do it. Rock with me, baby. Ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it. I'm his favorite. I'm his favorite lady.
I ain't really got time for you, but I always find a slot. Left the stool 4 a.m., now I want you in my spot. You always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. Anybody try to play with you, ain't ducking me. Rock with me, baby. Ain't no one stopping us, baby. Okay, let's do it. You my favorite. You my favorite lady.
Hey.
Come on, man.
Okay, look at Power being coach. Coach DF.
Give me that, give me that.
Let's go, go.
Green.
Let's go! Switch everything, no threes.
Good defense, good defense. Yep.
That's fine, that's fine.
I'm on you, I'm on you, I'm on you.
Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that!
Power versus...
Let's go, Power!
Everyone else!
Stop playing.
What's up? What's up with the
Memphis, Tennessee, the destination for the Bulls. He has been called lightning in a bottle, and he simply can go off at any time. Devin Booker leads the way for his team as they settle in for game time at FedEx Forum. Bulls, Grizzlies, coming right up. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you. For joining us here on 2K Sports. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Davis is out there with Towns. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then there's Shepard, and it's Booker in at the two-guard spot. And for Memphis, Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Clark in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Stan, peer through your coach's lens just a second for us, and what are you trying to accomplish early on in the season?
Well, I think, Kevin, there's so much player movement now. You've always got a lot of new guys. So, number one, you want to get everybody oriented into your system and the way that you do things. And then you're trying to figure out who are your best combinations on the floor, who starts, who comes off the bench, everybody's role. That takes time.
Oh, that's great insight. Here's Shepard, and the Bulls, another three.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
Knocks it loose. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Another three for Chicago.
Now, this rookie Shepard can really shoot it. The D has to know where he is at all times.
Clark, the pass to Morant. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Shoots the three. And it's Shepard missing.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Reed Shepard.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
And they're pushing it up from the arc. Wells grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the ball.
Here's Shepard. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Shepard's got 11 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
He's all alone. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And Memphis with another turnover here.
Chicago's ball.
Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. The Grizzlies fourth.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Clark finds Bain. Tipped away. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. And it's Shepherd missing.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Towns against Clark. Here's Shepherd. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
3 points.
And it's now 23 points for Reed Shepherd.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Looking here at some numbers for Anthony Davis. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, put up about 24 points per, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Pippen, the pass to Kennard. Bagley with a wide open look. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Crafty work there by Shepherd to draw the whistle while in the act of shooting.
Second team foul.
The Bulls had gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. It's stolen by Shepherd. And here they come. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Well, Shepherd's shooting consistency and on-court smarts give him a strong foundation as a player. But adapting to the league is never easy. It takes time and a lot of work.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Poked away and stolen by Booker. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Grizzlies ball.
7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Memphis ball.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Memphis ball.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with Shepard. And it's Gabriel in at the 5. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. At his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. DA, thanks. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade, he swipes the ball away again.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. Pass to Edie. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Chicago has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Shepard, that's good.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Stan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
Shepard, that's good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis, nabbing another steal.
Just a suffocating defensive performance.
And he's made history, GA. A new third-place mark for most steals in a game.
Well, his ability to sniff out these shot-blocking opportunities really defines Jackson Jr.'s defensive game.
Here's Shepard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells with it. Now guarded by Fox. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Shepard. And again, no good by Chicago. Poked loose. Fox with the steal. By himself. And finished off by Shepard.
Man, we knew how skilled Shepard was coming in to the league, but this is a whole different level.
For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against the Thunder.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Heroes checked in for Shepard. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in. For Jackson, and it's Luke Kennard in for Pippen. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Bulls. Devin Booker comes in for Hero. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Now you look at Kennard, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3. Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end. And a chance to check out the stats for Kennard, how he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, look, it's not about being a stat stuffer. It's about being a guy coaches can count on and an asset to the team as a whole.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Davis. Great D that time from Bagley.